Do you want to learn about variables and data types in Python? Stick around. I'll show you what a variable is, how to define it, and what you can do with it. You'll also learn about string and integer, along with the addition and string concatenation operator. Hello everyone, welcome back to Geolytics Learning. You can think of a variable as a label or name to access data stored in computer memory. Defining a variable and assigning a value to it is a simple process. You just need to give it a name, use an equal sign, and create an object for the variable. In this example, we create a string, Luke, and assign it to a variable called name. A string is a sequence of characters enclosed by quotes. You may use single, double, or triple quotes to define a string in Python. You can define variables with any name, as long as the names are not part of Python's keywords. Variable names cannot contain a space either. Once you define a variable, you can access the data pointed by the variable, such as printing it, as demonstrated in this example. Notice that when you use a comma in the print statement, the print function automatically inserts a space between hello and Luke. A variable can point to different kinds of data. The first variable, name, points to a string. The second variable, age, refers to a whole number or integer. Note that unlike a string, a number is not enclosed by quotes. String and integer are examples of data types in Python. The print function can take multiple variables and display their values in the console. Here are more examples of how to define variables and use them in the print function. If you're a Star Wars fan, you will recognize the characters in these examples. Another way to combine multiple strings is by using the plus sign. The difference between using a comma and a plus sign in the print function is that the plus sign will not add a space between strings. It simply concatenates the strings together. Let's see how the plus operator behaves with numbers. We declare two variables, x and y, and assign 5 and 15 to the variables. Because both operands are numbers, the plus sign works as a math operator and produces 20. Now let's assign 5 and 15 as strings to x and y. Since the data are strings, not numbers, the plus sign works as a string concatenator. It combines the strings together, resulting in another string, 515. Once again, please note that the single quotes in the output which indicate 515 as a string rather than a number. As pointers to data or objects, variables in Python can point to another object of a different type. You've seen that variables x and y initially refer to numbers, but later point to strings. In other programming languages, especially strongly typed languages such as C++ and Java, each variable has a specific type which cannot change. The string concatenator only works to combine strings, so we cannot concatenate a number and a string using the plus sign. Since x points to a number, 5, and y points to a string, we cannot perform x plus y because the operands are not both strings. If you want to combine them, you must convert the number into a string first. In summary, this video showed that variables are pointers to data or objects. In Python, variables are flexible and can point to different kinds of objects. Each object has a specific type, such as string and integer. A string is a sequence of characters enclosed by quotes, while an integer is a whole number. Finally, the plus sign can work as a math operator or string concatenator depending on the operands. If the operands are numbers, the plus sign will add the numbers together. However, if the operands are strings, the plus sign will concatenate the strings together.